Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast. My name is Henry Lawrence, and in this episode, we're going to talk about the number one sign that you'll experience in this life when you're about to manifest the positive dreams that you've been working for. And make sure to stay tuned to the very end because we're going to take a deep, healing, meditative breath to help us align on this message and move forward throughout the day. So the power of now, the power of becoming, to stepping into this thing that you want to receive. There's something that will happen. You see, when you're setting a goal of, I want to achieve this, I want to receive this, I want to experience this, and you start doing the things in your life to make the change, you'll start seeing them happen. Whether it's a healthy lifestyle of eating, of thinking, of behaving, whatever it is, when you start doing the things, you'll notice that things will start going your way. But this life, this experience is about becoming. It's never about receiving the external. If you only get fulfillment from receiving the external, you will be unfulfilled because it is apart from you. It can never be fulfilling within you. It's always about the version of you that you can become. Yes, use those things as indicators, but it's the version of you that will receive it. So when you start doing the work, when you start doing the mindset stuff, you start aligning on the positive thoughts that align with the person that you want to become. You start doing the healthy habits that align with the person you want to become. You start doing all of this and it's working. You're about to see it come to fruition. It's right there. And then all of a sudden it all falls apart. This opportunity that is for you will show up. In fact, it's why you may say, well, I keep running to the same thing over and over and over. It's because when this comes, you're not staying in the energy that you want to become. The doubt starts to feed in. The worry, the anxiety. You start going back to old habits because it gets difficult, it gets hard. And I understand because this is something that I have struggled with as well. All of us are on this journey. So when you step into a place where everything that you're working for, everything you're doing is suddenly crumbling or non-existent, that is your time to shine. Because when you do it then, meaning you say, okay, I'm going to operate with a positive headspace in work. When you do that, when work is falling to pieces, you are that. When you're on your diet plan, you say, I'm going to eat this way. And then you step on the scale again and again and again. It weighs the same amount. Are you going to give up on your diet, or are you going to get fulfillment from the actions and the food that you're eating and feel good about the process, not the product that you'll receive? Living in the now is a state of being. It's not a state of receiving. These things are good. It is good to get the promotion. It is good to make the highlights. It is good to receive the award. Like, there's nothing wrong with those things, but if you're the wrong person receiving the right thing, it won't feel good anyway. What's preventing you from receiving what it is that you want to receive, if you're on this path trying to do it in a loving way, in a positive way, the reason you're not receiving it and you see other people receiving it, but they're not doing the things that you're doing, it's because you said, I want to be someone different when I receive it. You don't want to be you and receive it. That's the thing. And so this world's going to test you. It's going to strip it away and then watch. And then you show up. And you give gratitude to the work. You look at your actions and think, oh, you know what? It didn't work out today, but I showed up as me, as the me I wanted to be. I said I wouldn't worry about the result, but every day I would go to work and I would do the things. I said I wouldn't need the thing to work out, but every day I would think the positive way. I said I didn't care what people would think, but I would still speak to them as I want to, as the uplifter. And then you do it. Because if you can't do it then, you'll never experience the experience of being able to do it and receive it. And then what people do is they start to make conditions. They sell. They sell what they want to be to get the result. Because then it becomes, okay, well, I want this no matter what. And you see those people. You see the people that will win at any cost. And you see them getting the award, you see them getting the result, but I'm telling you, there's somebody that has what you dream, but they feel worse than you. And there's somebody that will never possess what it is that you dream, but they feel as you desire to fulfill. It's all about fulfillment of becoming. Your thoughts, actions, patterns, the way you move in this life is your experience. You can make it a high frequency experience, or you can make it a low frequency experience. It's not right or wrong, good or bad. Those are your choices. So you've been thinking about it. You've been putting in the work. Now be. This is the hardest thing. Just be. Cut the cord of needing a result. Cut the cord of expectation. You don't want to be someone that's sitting there always expecting things to work out. What kind of control do you believe you should have on this experience? Be flow, not force. This universe is so much stronger than you because you are a part of it. You are not something that can control it. You are supposed to become it, and it's infinite. Once you're in flow with it, you can flow into whatever frequency you want. You can move into any experience you want. You do not have to control the waves of energy to be something. How exhausting would that be if you had to forcefully make things a certain way? How draining would it be if you had to forcefully make it seem that way? If you had to forcefully show up as being positive, if you had to forcefully show up as loving what you do, instead of being in flow, connecting with source, being one with the highest. That's the journey. So stop trying to get the result and make the result you. Create that perfect day. Write down that goal that you want. And then align it with the version of you. What does that version do every single day? How do they wake up? What do they think? What do they eat? How do they speak? And then just be that today. If you're listening right now, decide now, because if you ever do become that version of you, there was a time where you decided now, and it's not tomorrow, it's not the next day, it's right now. There's eventually a now in this experience if you're going to become that person where you decided, now I do this. Now I do this healthy habit. Now I get up at this time. Now I speak these words. Now I think this way. Now I go this direction. Now I do this exercise. There's a time, if you're going to become this being, this version of yourself that you can see, there's a time where you say that. And it's no different than this time that you're listening to this episode. It can't be different. And if you put it off tomorrow, you might as well just say, I'm going to do it for you. Because our brains don't know the difference. Thinking of future you, like if you think of future you, that is no different than you thinking of someone else doing the thing. That's why we move the difficult things to that, whether it's decisions, actions, we move it to them because it's off-putting onto someone else because it is someone else. That tomorrow you doesn't exist. That's you. So when you go there, you'll do the same thing. So if you're struggling, if you've been doing the work, thank God that you're in the time where nothing's working. Thank God that nothing is working out for you so that you can be you, that you decided you're going to be without anything else needing to be that, so you know who you are. Once you know who you are, you can receive who you are. Once you can receive who you are, you get to perceive and experience as you are. It's totally freeing. You do that now. You're just doing it as a version of you don't want to be. If you didn't try to be anything different, your life would look exactly the same as it is now. That's your state. I don't want to say it's your natural state. It's your state. Change your state and your perception changes. The easiest way to understand this is if you start a new job and you sit in front of a computer screen and they tell you to do this task and it's your first day. It doesn't matter if you have instructions. It doesn't matter if you learned it in school. It'll be your first time doing it. It will take some time. You're not going to truly understand it. If someone else sits in that seat that has worked there for 10 years, they're going to work through whatever it is faster than you, with ease, without anxiety, without worry. They're going to go right through it. It isn't any different. It's the person sitting there's perception because they've experienced things different. They see things different, so they perceive it from that seat differently than you. So don't look to be someone else when. Choose now. Because if you're ever going to have that experience, you eventually do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep healing breath. And when you breathe in, I want you to view time. This just giant timeline coming out from right to left, the past and the future. And when you breathe in, pull that time and just envision the timeline sinking into your mind when you take that full deep breath in. As you hold your breath, understand it's only ever now. Just hold your breath, visualizing, knowing that there is no future, there is no past, there's only now. What I say I am, how I act, how I behave is me. If I'm going to do the thing tomorrow, it is not me. So as I am is as I am. And then when you exhale, release it. Just release the time, let it shoot forward, and allow there be nothing else but your state of being. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. You are here for a reason. You know the reason. It might be covered down deep, buried so deep, but there's a purpose within you. As you start letting go of things in the now that do not serve you where you're trying to go, it will become all that you see. So let's do this and rise up and become the rising tide that lifts all ships.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a different perspective on whatever it is that you're going through. Make sure to subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram and TikTok down below. The Instagram is at RealHenryG, so you can type it in, or there's a link down below. You can follow me there. And if you are someone that has been listening to this podcast, if you've been thinking about making a shift, you want to grow, you're listening to these concepts, and you know that you just need the discipline, you need the focus, you need someone externally to look from a different perspective in your life at the things you can put into now, I am opening up one single coaching spot for one person. Now I'll talk to many, but there's one person that this will resonate with. Who knows? There's just something they're not seeing that when they implement it into life, it will change their business drastically. It will change their career drastically, whatever it is. And they know they're the right person missing the thing. And when they apply it, everything will be different. If you want to talk more about this, you can reach out to me via Instagram. There's a link down below for that. Or you can reach me at my email address, which that's down below. It's henry@vibeabundant.com. That's henry@vibeabundant.com. Well, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.